Stop, don't scroll, don't even blink. What I'm about to say, 99% of people will never hear. Only the chosen ones do. Tonight's new moon in Pisces. It isn't gentle, it isn't soft. It's a test, a portal, a cosmic filter. And if this video found you, you've already been marked by it. This energy isn't passing by you, it's landing on you. If you pass this test, your destiny shifts overnight. Unexpected breakthroughs, rapid alignment, life-changing unlocks. If you fail, the same patterns, the same pain, the same cycle repeats for years. So pay attention, because by the time this message ends, you will understand exactly why this new moon chose you and what's about to change before tonight ends. Chosen one, listen closely. Tonight's new moon in Pisces is not what people think it is. It's not emotional, it's not dreamy, it's not soft. It's spiritual surgery. It cuts, it removes, it exposes, it takes you down to the truth you've been avoiding. And it does it fast. Most people won't understand why this energy feels so heavy, why everything suddenly feels intense, why emotions feel louder, why the air itself feels charged. It's because the portal is preparing to open. And when this portal opens at midnight, your life steps into a different frequency, a higher one, a sharper one, a more demanding one. This energy isn't for everyone. But if you're here, if this message reached you at this moment, you're not someone who gets swallowed by energy. You ride above it. You weren't meant to be most people. This new moon marks a separation, a split, a moment where you stop matching the level of the people around you and start matching the level of the future meant for you. This is a calling, a pull, a shift, and something inside you has already felt it. You've been feeling disconnected, but not lost, just different, detached from old habits, old connections, old versions of yourself. You've been feeling the urge to disappear from everyone and reappear as someone new. You've been feeling tired, but not weak, quiet, but not defeated, still, but not stuck. That's because you're in the middle of energetic preparation. Your spirit is moving before your life catches up. And tonight, at midnight, your life will catch up. This is the moment when the universe stops whispering and starts pulling. This new moon strips away everything that no longer matches your future. It removes dead weight. It exposes fake intentions. It cuts ties with people whose purpose in your story is over. It shows you what you couldn't see before. This is why things have felt strange lately. This is why certain situations have fallen apart. This is why certain people have gone silent. This is why you've been craving change without knowing why. Your soul knew before your mind did. Tonight, the shift becomes visible. And make no mistake, you are being watched spiritually right now. Your reactions, your choices, your patterns, your habits, your boundaries, everything is being observed during this energy window, not to punish you, to elevate you. This new moon isn't giving anything away easily. It wants to see who is ready, who is aligned, who is aware, who has outgrown the old cycle enough to walk into the new one. Your first test begins tonight. The test of patience, the test of silence, the test of choosing yourself even when you're used to choosing others, the test of letting go of what has already let go of you, the test of trusting the pull instead of fearing the unknown. You will feel the shift in your body. Your chest may feel tight for a moment. Your mind may feel faster than usual. Your heart may feel heavier. Your breath may deepen. Don't panic. That is alignment. That is reset. That is energetic correction. And at the exact moment the moon peaks, something inside you clicks. Something lifts. Something sharpens. Something awakens. This is the start of a new cycle. A cycle where you stop shrinking yourself to fit into places that were never built for you. A cycle where your intuition becomes louder than your doubts. A cycle where your soul speaks first and your fear becomes quiet. A cycle where your future stops waiting and starts moving. Chosen one, tonight is not normal. This portal doesn't open for everyone. This message doesn't reach everyone. This level of awareness doesn't wake everyone, but it woke you. So breathe, center yourself, feel the energy settling into your spirit, because once midnight hits, your path begins. Your real path, your destined path, the one that was written for you long before you even knew who you were becoming. And when you step into it, nothing from your old life will follow you. Not the pain, not the patterns, not the doubts, not the limitations, not the people who were never meant to stay. This is the moment your story breaks open. This is the moment your energy shifts upward. This is the moment the universe looks at you and says, "Now you're ready." Say it out loud if you feel this in your soul. I'm ready for the test. Chosen one, there's something you've been feeling lately. Something heavy, something strange, something you can't explain to anyone. The silence, people pulling back, conversations fading, connections slowing, plans falling through, energy around you going flat. It's like the world suddenly stepped away from you and left you in a quiet space you didn't ask for. But listen, this silence is not abandonment. It is alignment. When the universe wants to shift you, the first thing it does is remove the noise. It pulls you out of crowded energy. It disconnects you from people who drain you. It blocks access from distractions you can't see yet. It protects your spirit from anything that could weaken your next step. You are not being cut off. You are being prepared. This silence around you is intentional. It's designed. It's calculated. It's spiritual engineering. Every person who went quiet was meant to go quiet. Every person who stopped showing up was meant to step away. Every energy that disconnected was meant to disconnect. Your path is shifting into a new frequency, and not everyone is allowed to travel with you. You felt this shift in your chest. You felt it in the way you suddenly need more space, more time alone, more clarity, more distance from chaos. You felt it in the way certain people's presence makes your body tighten now, the way certain conversations feel like static, the way certain environments feel too loud even when nobody is speaking. That's because your spirit has gone into protection mode, a kind of spiritual lockdown where you're being held in a safer, higher space so the next version of you can form without interference. This silence is not empty. It's loaded. It's full of messages. It's full of signs. It's full of direction. In silence, your intuition becomes louder. Your inner voice becomes clearer. Your awareness becomes sharper. You begin to notice things you used to ignore. You begin to feel things before they happen. You begin to sense who is genuine and who only stood close because they needed your light. Silence reveals everything. Silence exposes intentions. Silence clears the fog. Silence removes the masks. Silence shows you who is real and who was never meant to stay. This is why certain people suddenly act different around you. This is why you don't feel drawn to the same circles anymore. This is why your soul is rejecting what you once tolerated. Your energy is outgrowing your environment. Your spirit is outgrowing your old story. Your future is pulling you away from what can't go with you. When a chosen one is about to elevate, their life goes silent first, not to isolate them, but to reroute them. You're not losing people. You're losing distractions. You're losing illusions. You're losing attachments that were blocking your upgrade. This silence is clearing the path for the people who actually belong with the next version of you. The people who won't dim your light, who won't drain your energy, who won't slow your growth, who won't keep you small. Your new life requires a lighter load, and silence is the tool that removes what you no longer see clearly. This is why your energy feels different right now. This is why your dreams feel stronger. This is why your emotions feel intense. This is why your mind keeps returning to thoughts you can't ignore. You're being separated so you can hear what the universe has been trying to tell you. You're being lifted so you can see your life from a higher perspective. You're being isolated so you stop shrinking yourself for people who never matched your heart. This silence is not your ending. It's your beginning. It's the moment before the breakthrough, the quiet before the reveal, the pause before the shift, the stillness before the elevation. You're not being hidden. You're being positioned. You're being protected. You're being sharpened. And when the silence finally breaks, when the energy around you starts to open, when the universe releases you into your next chapter, you will see exactly why this silence was necessary. Because your next level requires clarity. Your next level requires strength. Your next level requires awareness. Your next level requires you to stand alone before you stand powerful. So if you feel this, if you've been living inside this quiet storm, say it out loud. I feel the silence. Chosen one, your body has been trying to tell you something, and lately, the signs have been impossible to ignore. Head pressure, heavy eyes, sudden chills, random bursts of energy, feeling hot for no reason, then freezing, waking up tired even after sleeping, or waking up in the middle of the night like something pulled you awake. You're not sick, you're not breaking down, you're not losing control, you're upgrading. Your body is responding to the new moon in Pisces before your mind understands what's happening. This moon doesn't hit your logic. It hits your intuition. It hits your nervous system. It hits the places where your spirit speaks first. Your body can sense energetic changes before your thoughts can catch up. That tension in your forehead? That's your third eye activating, your vision expanding, your clarity rising, your intuition sharpening. That heaviness behind your eyes? That's your spirit withdrawing from distractions so you can see what you've been ignoring. Those chills running through your arms? That's your energy field opening, your sensitivity increasing, your frequency lifting. Those random bursts of adrenaline? That's your soul preparing you for a shift you're about to step into. Your body is not confused. Your body is communicating. It's adjusting. It's rewiring. It's recalibrating. It's preparing you for the next version of your life. Most people never feel these symptoms because they are not aligned enough to sense the shift. They're too disconnected from themselves to feel a spiritual upgrade happening. But you feel everything because you're chosen for this timeline. And when you're chosen, your body becomes the first place the universe sends signals. You may feel pressure in your chest, not pain, but expansion. A feeling like your heart is stretching to hold a larger version of your purpose. You may feel lightheaded, not dizzy, but awakened. Like your mind is stepping out of an old reality and reaching for something higher. You may feel tired for no reason, because your spirit is doing work even when your body is still. You may feel restless at night, because new energy is entering your system and your soul refuses to sleep through it. These aren't symptoms of sickness. They're symptoms of transformation. And the universe never upgrades you silently. It sends signals through the body first, so you can become aware of the energetic shift happening behind the scenes. You're shedding old emotional weight. You're clearing out blocked energy. You're releasing past versions of yourself that no longer match the path you're stepping into. Your body is letting go of old timelines and preparing for new ones. This is why you felt sensitive lately. This is why certain people drain you instantly. This is why loud places feel overwhelming. This is why random memories come back out of nowhere. This is why your mood shifts quickly. Your spirit is adjusting and your body is trying to keep up. You may crave silence. You may crave distance. You may crave sleep. You may crave water. You may crave grounding. Follow those urges. They're not random. They're instructions. When your body acts strange during a Pisces moon, it's because your intuitive centers are wide open. Your energy field is absorbing frequencies that were blocked before. Your sensitivity is rising. Your awareness is expanding. You're becoming someone who can feel the shift before it arrives. And that is not something everyone is built for. Your body knows what your destiny is preparing for. It knows what's coming before you do. It knows the strength you're going to need for what's waiting on the other side of this portal. These shifts are not meant to scare you. They're meant to alert you. You are entering a new chapter, and your body is clearing space for it, releasing tension, releasing fear, releasing the past, releasing the emotional weight you didn't realize you were carrying. You're becoming lighter, clearer, sharper, more intuitive. Pay attention to what your body tells you in the next 48 hours, because the way your energy shifts now will determine how you enter the next phase of your life. Your body is not malfunctioning. Your body is awakening. Say it out loud. I feel it. Chosen one, there is something you need to understand about tonight. Before midnight, you will face a test. Not a small test, not a random test, not a coincidence. A person, a temptation, a fear, a memory, a trigger, a situation you thought you were done with, something you believed was behind you. It will show up again, and the moment it appears, you will feel it. Your spirit will recognize it instantly. Your body will tense, your mind will pause, your energy will shift, because this test isn't coming to break you, it's coming to measure you. Every portal has a gatekeeper, every upgrade has an obstacle, every spiritual shift has a final exam. This is yours. Your reactions over the next few hours will reveal what timeline you step into next. Your choices will determine how fast your life changes. Your discipline will shape your destiny. This test shows up right before elevation because the universe wants to know one thing. Are you still the person you were? Or are you finally becoming the person you're meant to be? The old version of you gets tested so the new version of you can be born. You may be tempted to go back to someone toxic. You may feel the urge to respond to a message you know you shouldn't engage with. You may feel pulled toward an old habit that always drains your power. You may be provoked by someone who knows how to trigger your emotions. You may feel anger rise, or fear rise, or doubt rise out of nowhere. This is not an accident. This is the karmic loop trying to pull you back in. This is the spiritual firewall checking your strength. This is your past calling your name to see if you will answer. You're not being tested because you're weak. You're being tested because you're close. When you're about to shift timelines, your old timeline tries to keep you. It sends familiar situations, familiar emotions, familiar temptations, familiar wounds, not to torture you, but to see if you're still influenced by them. This test asks you one question. Are you done repeating the same cycle? Or are you ready to break it? If you respond the same way you used to, the loop continues. The pattern resets. The cycle starts over, and nothing changes. You fall back into old energy, old reactions, old pain, old lessons, and the portal closes. But if you choose differently, if you choose silence instead of reacting, self-control instead of chaos, boundaries instead of people-pleasing, peace instead of proving yourself, growth instead of comfort. You shift timelines instantly. You elevate. You jump to a higher frequency. You step into a version of yourself that your past can no longer touch. Your new life begins the moment you make a new choice. This test is not here to punish you. It's here to graduate you. Think about how far you've come. Think about how many times you tolerated things that crushed your spirit. Think about how many times you held on to people who were never meant for your journey. Think about how many times you repeated patterns that drained your light. Not anymore. Not tonight. Your soul is stronger now. Your awareness is sharper. Your intuition is louder. Your boundaries are clearer. Your energy is rising. You are not the same person who once accepted less. You are not the same person who once ignored red flags. You are not the same person who once broke yourself to make others comfortable. This portal wants to see if you know that. The test arrives so you can see it, so you can prove to yourself that you are done with what dimmed you, so you can step forward without carrying the weight of old wounds. When the test appears, breathe, pause, remember who you are becoming, remember what you've survived, remember what you deserve, and then choose differently, choose better, choose wiser, choose higher. Choose the version of you that refuses to repeat the same pain, because the moment you choose differently, your entire timeline shifts. You step into the future that's been waiting for you. You break the cycle that tried to hold you. You walk through the portal with strength in your spirit and purpose in your heart. Say it with intention. I choose different. Chosen one, if this message is reaching you now, it's not content. It's a signal. Something pulled you here. Something guided you here. Something aligned the timing perfectly so you wouldn't miss this moment. You didn't stumble onto this. You were brought to this. When a message arrives exactly when your spirit is cracking open, that isn't coincidence. That's synchronization. That's alignment. That's destiny speaking in real time. Every distraction moved out of the way. Every delay suddenly made sense. Every detour pushed you to the exact second you needed to press play. This message is not here to entertain you. It's here to activate you. You've been feeling it all day. That strange tension, that inner buzzing, that sense that something is shifting, but you can't explain it yet. Your soul recognized this before your mind did. Your energy picked up the frequency before you understood the words. And now, you're here. Because you were meant to hear this tonight, not yesterday, not tomorrow. Tonight. This is the moment where your clarity sharpens, where your intuition rises, where your path lights up just a little brighter. The universe doesn't shout at the chosen ones, it whispers, and then it sends the right message at the right time to wake them up. If you're still watching this, that means you're aware, awake, receptive. Most people sleepwalk through their own miracles. They ignore the signs, they deny their instincts, they drown their calling in noise. But not you. You stayed. You listened. You recognized the pull. Awareness is the first doorway. And by reaching this part, you've already stepped through it. This moment marks a shift for you, a silent alignment where your spirit finally meets your destiny's frequency. Nothing is random anymore. Every sign is connected. Every feeling is a guide. Every thought is a direction. You're not just hearing this message, you're receiving it. And once a chosen one receives the signal, their life never returns to its previous version. Force comment. Say, I'm awake if this is a speaking to your soul. Whisper, if you're still here, you're not random. You're not scrolling. You're not curious. You were called. Something in you recognized this message before the words even formed. Your spirit leaned in. Your energy answered. Thunder. This new moon in Pisces marks you. It doesn't just shift your energy. It claims you as one of the few who are ready for real transformation. This moment separates you from your old habits, old fears, old versions, and pushes you straight toward the person you were always meant to become. Not everyone reaches this point. Not everyone survives the silence, the tests, the symptoms, the shifts. But you did. You're still here. That alone tells the universe everything. Prophecy peak. Tonight, your life splits into two timelines. One where you repeat your patterns, and one where you enter your prophecy. One where you stay who you were, and one where you rise into who you're becoming. And here is the truth most people never hear. The portal. Never test someone who wasn't meant to pass. The challenge was the confirmation. The struggle was the initiation. The timing was the sign. If you felt pulled here tonight, it's because your soul is ready for the reality that's waiting on the other side. This is your activation. This is your claiming moment. This is your prophecy waking up. Force comments, hard. Comment, I claim this shift, and I passed the test to activate your timeline.